Yeah, well, we had a gym, and it was I don't know when it was built, probably in the 20s, 30s, or whatever. Had a rifle range underneath it because this place was a cadet place, right? They did army training and all that kind of stuff, military training, and the gym was never looked after. The floor was never sanded, never varnished. They never made kids take off their outdoor shoes, and it was just a barn basically, and. So it was kind of neat to see the development of the whole program. I came from a school district where we had everything, right? Like big gym, glass backboards, bleachers to seat over 1,000 kids, and so that's what I was used to. So it was a wee bit of a shock coming here and seeing what we had. But then again, it was a challenge, right? And it was fun to see the development. The great thing was I had some outstanding athletes, not necessarily basketball players, but outstanding athletes. And the one thing you can teach outstanding athletes is to play very decent defense. And they were always tough on defense, tough on rebounding on the boards and that kind of thing. And that was kind of our trademark, eh? And like the 85 team with Gareth Reese and Carl Loreen and quite a few of those guys. These guys were outstanding rugby players. And I remember in the BC semifinal against West Vancouver, we were getting blown away at halftime because the refereeing was not very good. And anyway, it was basically they were getting away with everything, and the referees weren't ready to adjust. So anyway, we decided that we were going to have to play their game. And anyway, we made it a close game. We lost by 3. And comment in the Vancouver Sun the next day was that St. Michael's has started their rugby season early. It got a little bit rough, but you had to play that way because that's the way they were playing against us. And we were intimidated, right? Because the basketball rules. So there it was. We were always competitive. Everybody knew when they played us, it was going to be a tough game. This is in the 80s, and then of course when Hydes took over in the 90s with his expertise in coaching, and he definitely was a much more technical type coach than I was. He knew way more about basketball than I did. I coached more from the heart and just the love of being there and love of my players, right? And wanting them to be competitive, of course. And but my plays were pretty simple, and offense is pretty simple, basic, but defense is pretty basic, but we got down to it and we did it. And one of my objectives always coaching my whole life, and I coached from the time I was 15 years old in high school, was make the players love the game. And I think basically, with some exceptions, I did that, right? Where guys wanted to keep playing after they finished high school, and whether it's just rec ball or whatever, and some of them even end up coaching and refereeing and whatever. It's to me that's the success of a program, and you see it with the alumni weekend that's going to be coming up. Well, it is coming up for you guys. The people that come back, they love the school, they love the basketball, they love the friendship, they loved everything about it. And it was an absolute pleasure to be able to have operated in this system. It was great.